So I'd like to speak about trust, staying in the moment, and a paradox. We're going to wrap it all together and call it a day. So, the paradox, this is all a paradox. I've been claiming this for a very long time. It's paradoxical in nature to the craziest extent. One of the biggest examples of how this is a paradox is, if I was not here right now, reality would not exist. It wouldn't. And if reality was not here right now, I would not exist. And I am you. So I'm not sitting here making the claim Blake anything. I'm saying you. I am you. So if I wasn't here, this wouldn't exist. And vice versa. Now, this is even more hilarious, I guess you could say, is just to call a spade a spade. When I interact with people out here, 95+% of them, I am acutely aware that I have a deeper understanding or fundamentally I have a better understanding of myself and reality than they do. So the more and more you realize this and understand this, the more and more you realize and understand you don't know fuck all, really. You just got to accept and admit that. Now, there are a lot of things that you know and you understand, but when I'm talking about I'm talking the grand scheme of it. You got to be honest about that, because that's going to return you to a state of childlike wonder. Abracadabra, that's where we need to be. That's where we are so fucking close. We're about home. Like, and this is a paradox too. We are home. We've always been home. But when I say we're about home, I mean we're for real about home. I mean, the homecoming, I can hear it. I can smell it. I can feel it. The homecoming. So what you need to do and what we want to do in order for us to be able to pull this off in the manner I've said it can be is staying in the moment and trusting. So what you really need to focus on is your thoughts. Flipping your thoughts, and if it's not you consciously thinking, tell it to fuck off or ignore it. Simple. Now, reality is a lot more simple and easy than you even still currently believe. It's as simple as and easy as if you just trust and you wake up and show up every day and trust yourself and trust reality and trust other people. It's cakewalk. Because the majority of everything, suffering, all this, is 100% linked and verified to a mind game. You have to fully grasp the mind game, because you're running it on, again, assumptions, judgments, the past, the future, other people. It's insanity is what it is. And once you can get it down and get it down and get it down and get it down, you can grab it. Once you grab it, you're good. So if your mind is going to worst case scenario, your mind is bringing up things from the past, you're telling yourself ghost stories, or you have severe anxiety about the future, snap the fuck out of it. If you're rooted in this moment and trust and believe in reality in yourself, then there's nothing to be worried about, concerned about. Trust the people in your life. So notice that when shit goes south, it's for real. It's either you're putting some shit into your body more than you should be, i.e. food, substances, something. Man, I guarantee you sugar is a huge factor in all this. If you're doing this, because it affects your mood, it makes you, it's all this. But if that's not involved in it, then it's because you're telling yourself bullshit. You're imagining worst case scenarios, you're pulling out things from the past, you're anxious about things from the future. If you just stay in the moment and trust it and believe this will unfold magically for you, then that's what will happen. We're at a point to where it's pretty much ask and you shall receive. So, you know what I mean? But you can verify this too. It's happened multiple times. So, manifestation, it's about to become instant for the most part. And I hope you've about got your shit together. But remember, you don't want it completely together. You just want to quit telling yourself shit and believing it. So, again, stay in the moment, because this shit goes south again. I don't even know if I finished this. When you start thinking about the past, anxiety from the future, or going to worst case scenario, that's when the shit goes downhill. Or you're putting too much of something in your body. So stay right here. Hello, I'm you. Stay here with me. So, you gotta let your guard down. You gotta put that fucking wall down. Like, do you understand the game we've been playing the past 3 years? You almost walk through the doors, then you put your guard up, start telling yourself bullshit, and you push away. Then, it's a cycle. So I'm telling you to break the fucking walls down. Leave the guard down and trust and believe. I have zero intention of hurting you. I have zero intention of fucking you over. You can trust me. I love you to death, dearly and deeply. I mean, come on now. If you've not realized after all this that I don't fucking love you to death and I would do anything for you, if you're still questioning any of that, I generally don't know what to do or say at this point. Because I fucking love you. And I've showed it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to discuss, because... So let me throw something out here to you, okay? And I'm going to leave it at this after I get done. What if? And I don't even know if I want to say what if, because it appears to me this is what happened. It is almost like you ingested a substance, or you got put under a spell or something, and you started, and then when the spell started, or you started waking up, or the spell started wearing off, or whatever, it's almost like you started becoming yourself and remembering things. However, you were so far deep within the experience in the story that you had to pull yourself out of it. And then, once you got to a certain point, everything that I have claimed will become clear to you and be able to be verified, visible. And the things that you want has been here the whole time. You just have to wake up and remember. Because that's what it appears to me to be. So, for a work of art to become truly immortal, it must break all human limitations, meaning logic, common sense, and what you believe to be intellect, including all constructs and understanding you have of this place, prior to anything I've ever spoke to you, needs to be stripped down. It will only interfere. Once you have done this and broke these barriers, you will enter a paradoxical state of being wide the fuck awake in a dream, aka being lucid. You will return to a state of childlike wonder, where anything is fucking possible. Anything is possible. One more time. Anything is possible. It's a game of form and the play of life. I'm you talking to you. So is everybody else. And this is what we do. We create illusions. We have an experience. We tell stories. We break ourselves out of a shit show, aka returning you to you. You snap out of it, and the king is back. You return to your kingdom. But who are you? I love you.